that's a tremendously eloquent summary of what I think may be the biggest act of corruption ever from any British government at any time. Let me remind you that this track and trace fiasco has cost us so far almost £25 billion. When we had a National Health Service and local authority network well able, better able as it turned out, exponentially better able as it turned out, to carry this out with local expertise, with people actually working in the public interest, literally so in the National Health Service and in the public local authorities. They were screamingly, obviously, the people who should have been given the job of track and trace. They knew the streets, they knew the community, they knew the people. A councillor who's worth their salt can tell you who lives where and who they live with and who their married daughters and sons are if you need to go and get them. That kind of local knowledge is, of course, of prime importance in the rollout of a scheme like this. Instead, you were bypassed, deliberately bypassed. They hate the public sector. They hate local authorities and those who work for them. They hate the National Health Service, though they can never openly admit it. They opposed it being formed. They have sought to sell it to their friends, both here and if they could have gotten away with it in the United States also. That's one reason. But the other reason is, as you rightly say, but I'll put a name on it, it's corruption. They corruptly intended to channel billions of pounds into the private sector, oftentimes to their own cronies, and sometimes, believe this or not, even to their own family members. They channeled this money as a deliberate act of corruption, which would have been a major scandal even if it had worked. The fact that it happened and it has been a catastrophic failure makes it possibly the biggest scandal of all time in modern British history. And that's saying something. A big scandal, I was going to say almost as big, it isn't quite, is that only you and only me are saying this. Where is the opposition in Parliament? Not just raising, if I was in Parliament, in the face of this evidence, the walls would be shaking. If we were in Parliament, the walls would be shaking. Parliament would be disrupted. There would be nothing going on except the demand for an explanation of this scandal, this corrupt scandal, this incompetent scandal. And I can promise you, Cecilia, when the time is right, you're right, it's not right now, but when the time is right, at the earliest possible opportunity, we in the Workers' Party will do everything that we can to bring this to the public's attention and to rouse the British public to demand justice for this crime. And it is a crime because it's not just the money, is it? It's not just that they stole our money. It's that they killed our people too by their own incompetence.